is going on?
Hey everyone, it is a day. I don't know what day it is because we work so much these days. I think it's Tuesday.
They said, you work 80 hours so you don't have to work 40. And so what we're doing over here is we're working 3 times the amount of hours for 1/10 of the pay.
Yes. We decided it would be a good idea to, open our own company, and not card related, just our own company, because, who wants to work for the man when you can work for yourself and make no money and work 800 hours a week?
Overworked, underpaid, underappreciated, under the weather, and still here filming quality hobby content.
Well, we'll see if it's quality.
Yeah, questionably quality, but we're back in the card shop. You have the world famous Reckless casting couch.
Absolutely.
You have seen it on websites such as Bang Bros and
Stop. No. You have definitely seen it on Drip, though.
Yes.
All right, guys. So today we thought we would, we talk a lot about our collection and what we collect and, the nonsense that you see, the stuff that we're posting, that we're buying, we're selling, we're going to card shows, the lots that we picked up. But I wanted to show you today the stuff that we won't sell, the stuff that we keep forever, and basically our PC. Now, you've all seen the P. Will stuff, so we have a couple of P. Will cards, but we're not going to go over the P. Will collection. We might do an in-depth one on that at some point in the future, just like the entirety of that, because it's big and it is arguably the more expensive part of our personal collection, I would say.
I would also add that it's really easy in the social media game where people just post 4, 5, 6-figure cards, and that's not how everybody collects. There's set builders, there's people who PC, players that aren't the most famous or the greatest ever. And quite frankly, we have a collection of cards that most people would probably look at and be like, that's whack, I'm not interested. And so we thought, let's share that and let's show what's really going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna start with our Chicago collection, just like the oddities of our Chicago collection. These are weird cards. They all have like a little bit of a story, and we love them, and I would never sell them. Not that anyone would buy them even if we did. So,
yes.
All right, so first we have
the original Kaboom.
This is I talk about this card a lot. I should get it slabbed in something, just because I'm never going to sell this, and it isn't worth anything, but I pulled this card myself when I was 10 years old. From the pack of
10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, I'm only 20 now, guys. I can't even have illegal alcohol, so that is a thing. Yeah, so this is, when I talk about that card, this is the card. Then because I had that card, I'm like, as an adult, I'm like, maybe I should start collecting more, more of the 85 bears. So I scooped this up.
And that's game used
this is the
goalpost.
Yeah, the goalpost, game used goalpost, like
the Superdome.
Topps heritage from the Superdome from when they won the World. Oh my God, I almost said World Series. I do that every time. The Super Bowl. Listen, again, I haven't slept in days. And my dick butt kiss. I got this from Becca, trading card chick in Dallas. So this was a fun pickup. Like, it was just like a little thing I wanted, and she had it, so I got it. We have this beautiful card here.
From our homie Trees Collectibles.
Yeah, autographed, super cool.
Eddie Belfour.
Yeah, I gotta love Eddie Belfour back when the Hawks were like awesome and also not rapey. So
yeah, but now it's the new era. Connor Bedard. In Connor we trust.
In Connor we trust. All right, so now I'm gonna show a couple of I have my Frank Thomas. So here's the rookie. It's not the no name, guys. It's worth like nothing, but I love this card.
Yeah, she's a big Hurt fan.
Yes, I am a big Hurt fan.
All right, so these are cool because
these have a story.
We were cracking Topps 2020 cards, and we weren't getting them trying to flip them. Courtney collects them, and if you were to look around our card shop, there's actually showcases.
This whole showcase here is just all of that.
And we actually have cards from Pardee who did what were they called? Like a sister card?
They were companion cards.
Companion cards. So he would do the Topps 2020 or Project 70 release, and then individually he would release a card that would go along with that card. We'll show those on another video.
I have so many. It's not even.
But back when HGA like blew up for a brief moment, and people said you couldn't make money in the hobby, we found that with like low to mid-tier soccer cards, you could go with the custom slab, flip them, and make a couple bucks. And so what we did is like, hey, Courtney's got these PC cards. She loves Frank Thomas. The slabs look clear.
Let's try it out. Let's see how we like the company. So these were the first ones we ever graded with them just to try HGA out.
Yep.
Again, I'm not selling these. They look cool in the slabs. You know, no hate on HGA, whatever. I probably would never grade anything else with them again, though. Just saying. So this is the infamous card from those three, were the first three we ever graded. This one is sort of what we went from like nobody knew who we were to like having thousands of followers in like an afternoon.
Featured on Cardboard.
Yeah, we were on Cardporn because the grade on this didn't match the subgrades, and we like made a comment about it in a video, which is still up. You can scroll back into the archives of Reckless Cards YouTube and find the original video of these and watch it.
It was a natural reaction. It was a late Friday night.
Yeah.
We got home from work. We had a couple adult beverages, and it was just a natural reaction. And then it was clipped without context. People hate Courtney's fingers because this is the hobby. And so if you're not
Apparently my
showing
thumb looks like a
cleavage
toe.
or painting your fingernails,
You're a piece
what
of
the
trash.
hell are you doing?
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you wander from the kitchen?
So yes, so we sent this back to them, and they
did
properly
right by us.
graded it and reslabbed it, so it's fine. And then this was gifted to us by a dear friend of ours, Eric Scully. He's like, you have to start, your name in letters. Well, their letters are expensive, and I decided I only wanted to do Chicago teams. So this is literally the only letter we still have today.
Yeah, we got that. We're like, that's a great idea. Reckless Cards. And then it was like, we found it one night where we could buy it now, and it was going to be like $13,000. So I was like, we'll hold off.
Yeah, we'll just do one at a time. And we never got around to it. I am going to do it. And I am going to do it in all Chicago teams. Whether it kills me and it costs a fortune or not, this is still the first E. And we will do it.
Yeah, so with we've got the Kobe White My House, the Dewdrop Rainbow, the P-Well. We've got like a lot of ongoing
sets
that we need to build.
Yeah, so we have a lot that we're doing. So with the base of our Chicago set too is we have, P-Will. So I had a couple that weren't in the case. This sounds terrible, but like as we get bigger cards, we take out other cards. So these just didn't fit in there anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, like, at the end of the day, we're going to buy cards that just, like, look cool. So I think, like, the Dragon Scale and the Photon are just actually cool.
They are so cool. So we're hanging several more cases on more walls because we just don't have enough wall space anymore. And wrestling, obviously we talked about the Dewdrop collection. This is the gold out of 10, 5 of 10 auto of Miss Dewdrop, Piper Naveen. Love her. We have, like, I would say like 80%, if 85 maybe percent of the Prism Rainbow done.
Yep. And fun fact, the only time we've had to use a chargeback, and thank God we use PayPal goods and services, was somebody tried ripping us off
for a Dewdrop card. What? So, all right. And then this one I just got at the last Ship Shawanda show because I love Strongbow. So
and your boy.
And Jeremy is a part native, so we always like are supportive of that. And although this is like sort of
my favorite wrestler as a kid was Tatanka,
and he cried.
And the day when he lost to Ludwig Borga on Superstars because he was using illegal body shots was a rough day for the kid.
It was. He was sad. So I have a ton of these Stranger Things sketch cards. I have some off being graded, so these are the ones I have currently at my house. This is like everyone loves this one. The die cut 11. My personal favorite of the ones that I have is Hopper because Hopper's like probably my favorite character. These are signed by the artists on the back. Super cool, right? I love it.
Are those all like considered one of ones?
Some people say they are. I'm not sure. Honestly,
they're expensive.
They're very expensive. They're hard to get. If you collect the artists, we're like a lot of people collect autographs of like Millie Bobby Brown and stuff. And while I would love to do that, I don't have $4,000 to get a Millie Bobby Brown sticker autograph on a Topps product. I can't justify that. And because it's such a niche type of collection, there's not a lot of people out there buying it. So my fear would be I'd spend all this money on something and there would be no return on it someday. So my Stranger Things collection are Pops, these sketch cards, and then I have the complete set from the National of those cards. And that, like, to me, it's more about like how I feel passionate about the story about it. These cards I buy from Hollister because he goes around and he sources these, and then him and Kylie chase me down at card.
No, they don't. They wait for you not to be there, then they hunt me down knowing that I'm obligated to say yes.
Yes. So another 11.
Great people, but also scumbags.
Great people. So Stranger Things is definitely my favorite thing. I have another one that's autographed by the artist that's graded. I just don't have it down here with me right now. Let's go with our strange art card collection now. So these three, I picked up them all up separately. This was actually the first one I got when Jeremy and Manuel started the Too Thick Pod.
Manny the Plug.
Yeah, I thought this was absolutely hilarious. The booty clap. These are not real. Obviously, they're not real Pokemon cards. So I please don't ask me if they're real. They're definitely not. There's a whole set. So I still have a few more to buy, but you know, I have double cheeked up, you know.
Yay.
Ninetales.
That girl be double caked up.
And then Charizard. So we have these. Those are cool. This card was made.
This is one of my favorites.
This is too. So this is one of my most favorite cards that we have. It's made by Upgraded. He has his fans only. He's got a huge following on TikTok. Go check him out. Upgraded. He makes these cards. This card he made, he had like his Scary Bear cards, and they all were like Frankenstein or whatever. And I jokingly said, you should make like a baby doll bear and name it Kaya Bear, because our daughter, our 6-year-old, is named Kaya, and we call her Kaya Bear.
K-A.
And so I-A-B-E-A-R
Kaya
Bear. I can't believe I just did that on YouTube. So he made this for us, and it's part of the set. So there is a in perpetuity Kaya Bear card out there.
So cool.
Which is really cool. Now, again, for people who made cards for us specifically, our boy Blaine at it used to be Hail Mary, so this is even an OG. Like, he doesn't even make these anymore. It's a 1-of-1. He has BST cards and cuts now. He made this dewdrop for us because, like we said, we are huge. We've been dewdrop collectors since, you know, it's been like a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
And so having this made, he's got the whole Too Thick, Reckless, his logo. He signed it. It's a 1-of-1. So cool, so thoughtful. Like, the fact that people go out of their way to send stuff like this is something like he could blow up and be like the biggest thing on the planet, and I would never sell this card.
Correct.
This was, sorry, I tried to take the prices off, but some of these are still like, I've been pulling them out, trying to get them up. This was we met Josh Trout at
the Midwest
Monster. He was there with his cards, you know, for like, I think it was like $10 more to get the 3 of 5 versus like out of 15. I'm like, well, I want the lower numbered cards. He's an artist with Topps, so I thought this was super cool. Scooped this up. I always like to support local artists.
Yeah, and it you know, Courtney has always been a fan of Chris Bryant's Dreamy Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
2016 was a very fun year for us with the Cubbies winning the series.
For Jeremy.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. Here's the thing. And I will say this till my dying days when he's like, oh, you're a bandwagon fan. I cannot live with this man if the Cubs don't win the World Series fan. Like, I needed them to win. And you know what? You can't dislike Chris Bryant. He's a beautiful man. So I will take this card. I love this card. I love Chris Bryant.
We had many great days going to Wrigleyville and going to games.
Yes, we did. No, for sure.
Hats. You have Cubs hats.
I do have Cubs hats because I'm not going to go somewhere dressed inappropriately, like fashion above all else, sir. But all right, so continuing with my lovely art cards, Jeremy scooped this up for me. This was like when we've had this for a while. This is when I first was introduced to Tom, the card carver. I hadn't seen him yet, but we have become huge fans. I talk to him all the time.
No, but why is this card cool to you?
I'm getting there. Jeremy actually scooped this up, not because of anything. We're not Tiger Woods fans. It's because it's Salvador Dali. And these are the tigers from one of his paintings. And I am a huge, massive fan of Salvador Dali. I am deeply invested in like art history. I love it. I was gonna go to art school and then I changed directories, which probably financially was good, but like,
I don't know, you're in the hobby.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
our house is littered with Salvador Dali art. when we moved to Michigan, one of the big things that we were excited about was going to DIA to see Salvador Dali art. And the day we went, one of his pieces was not.
They had it down, but they did have a sports card
Yeah, we got
display.
to see it.
Because the person who owns every single T206 card lives in Michigan.
Yeah.
And so he had donated it to the DIA to have it displayed, which was really cool. And again, it comes full circle because I'm a huge proponent that cards are art. And that's something that Tom and I agree on. This card is numbered out of 30, it's 36 of 40, and he signed it. So that is super cool to me.
It's awesome looking, like the color, like if you get
it's
right
like it's got rainbow. It's iridescent.
Got like a foil finish.
Hoya.
Like
It's a Hoya. Hoya. And you can't see it really, but there's like pink swirls and stuff. It's a cool card. And then Jeremy, I had one that wasn't in the case. This is one of the Alex Perdue cards that I was talking about that I collected, like basically his whole set.
Ronald Acuna, who's just an absolute stud. Look at him. Look at that monster face.
Monster mouth. Yeah, so this is like one of the sets. I have a ton of like artists that I love from that set. So let's get into a couple of our, personal cards. This one was a gift from Tim from, obviously Slab Strong. It doesn't say Slab Strong because Topps wouldn't let him have it on his hat, but he signed it. Too Thick, Reckless. This is a 1/1, guys. Super cool. Love this card.
Is it really 1/1 when he signs everything 1/1?
Yeah, but he wrote like different things on it.
I got you.
So it is a 1/1. There's 100 million 1/1s, but it's still a 1/1.
So this is one of my favorite cards.
Yes, this is one that it's probably worth like what, $25?
No. The card is cool because it opens up.
Yeah, it's like a keychain. You see this little like grommet here? You could put like it's a keychain. Grommet? That's what it's called.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I knew you had words. I didn't know that you were grommet deep with words. I am turned on. Hit me with that grommet, girl.
Yeah, so you can put like your thing in it, so it opens like it slides.
Yeah.
So
there was a cool at the beginning of COVID, we took a much needed vacation to just get away and disconnect. We got a incredible Airbnb that was like 1/10 the price due to
in the middle of the forest, and we didn't go by anyone. We weren't being COVIDiots or whatever they were called.
Yeah, but I mean this thing was legitimately, this house had 3 master bedrooms in it.
Yeah.
Sauna, all this stuff, and so we just got away and we enjoyed each other and we played with cardboard. And Courtney suggested, let's go to an antique shop. And I thought it was the dumbest idea ever. We're never gonna find cards. And we ended up buying a ton of cards. And we just thought this card was really cool.
Yeah, and actually now that I think about it, this would have been the end of COVID because stuff was open again and we were able to go into places.
I don't know well, it's a different world down in the South.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, it was
it's a sweet card.
This is just favorites. Like a nice memory, and like that's a lot of these cards that we're showing you have that they're like memory cards. If you've been following us, or me, I guess, and Jeremy on social media, you know that I have started another podcast. It's like a sports crime podcast. So I have put together. Dude, I can't do this if you're gonna do that. I put together like a crime collection, like a macabre collection of cards. So Sarah and I are going to record at the National. We're going to do Nancy Kerrigan with Sarah Layton. And so I picked up some Tanya and Nancy cards. This is like a really famous shot from the first time they skated near each other after she had her attacked. Allegedly.
Oh, good. Nice.
Obviously my Bison Daily, aka Brian Williams from the Chicago Bulls, and like several other teams. Autograph card. No macabre collection is complete without the Mark Jackson Menendez brothers card. I actually have 2 of these now because Cage Lawyer sent me one. O.J. Simpson.
The glove does not fit.
You must have quit. So maybe he did it. Most likely he did it.
He definitely did that, man.
He did that shit. Another one, maybe he did it. He definitely did that shit. Oscar Pistorius, still in jail, did not get out. This is a sticker from when he was in the Olympics. Which is a crazy, like, this guy, man. All the talent in the world.
Bar bet time.
This card is technically a crime card because Jordan's jersey was stolen and he had to wear a 12 in this jersey, in this picture. So Sam Vincent, number 11, Jordan wearing his 12. So Jordan wore 3 jerseys while playing in the NBA, 45, 23, and 12 because of a crime. Mike Tyson and Don King. Now, we haven't done these guys yet, but these two individually, they got some stories.
I'm a big believer that Don King had a very negative impact on Mike Tyson.
I'm a believer that Don King had a negative impact in the world at large.
And he unalived a few people.
I agree with that too. Allegedly.
Oh, and we got vintage.
This is the first T206 card and the only T206 card that we own. This is Jerry Downs, a.k.a. Red Downs. He was a professional baseball player turned jewelry store robber. Super cool story. Did this one for sure on the podcast already. Definitely check it out.
We're gonna rob that bank. See?
He was an idiot, man.
We're gonna rob it.
He was stupid because he was like a famous baseball player and he robbed them without any kind of he didn't wear like a ski mask. I don't know if they made ski masks in the 1900s, but he didn't even try to hide his face.
Can you do one on, I think his name's Lee Murphy. He was like this crazy good mixed martial artist that fought in the UFC.
Yeah.
And he was part of one of the biggest heists in England ever.
Yeah, we definitely
I think his name's Lee Murray.
I think the next one I'm going to do is Marty Bergen, and he killed his whole family and went crazy, and he was a baseball catcher.
So at the end of the day, we have a ton of stuff like this that we collect. A lot of these cards have long stories that go with them. We wanted to show off that not everything has to be
$1 billion cards.
An 03 LeBron exquisite patch auto. You can collect cool stuff. They have cool stories, and
the amount doesn't matter if it's priceless to you.
Correct.
These cards, I won't sell any of them. They're my cards. I love them.
That is it. So make sure you subscribe.
Follow. Let us know what your PC is. Do you have something weird and not valuable or fun? Let us know. We want to know. We love cards.
I love cards.
I love cards. Have a great day. Enjoy your family. Buy something cool today for your PC or trade for it.
Do something for you. Yeah. Because if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else?
Or your cards. You can't love your cards if you don't love yourself, guys.
Yes.
All right, bye.
Cardboard.
Bye.
Love.